18,208 divorces were granted in 2021 in South Africa.
Times has changed so much that he could be living with you and messaging 10 other chicks at the same time.
Yo.
First time in my life, I'm really excited about December, guys. Fastest.
Oh, it's long for me, man.
Mondays are the longest.
5.5 hours in there.
Mondays and Fridays are my 2 longest days.
Okay, guys, welcome to our second podcast with Mr. N.
Mrs BigBite!
Taking a bite out of some interesting topics.
I know. Guys, like there's so many things going on in my mind right now. I never get time to just like digest everything.
Let's just cut straight into it.
Okay, let's go.
I want to know, let's talk about the fact that how are these guys living with their chicks and getting that wife benefits? What's your take on
My
that?
take is very different, and a lot of women don't like it, but I'm going to say what I have to say because sometimes people just ask, how did you get it right? The reason how I got it right is that I told the man to marry me. I just believe if a man is serious and he loves you, he'll marry you. Yes, some people say marriage is not everything and marriage doesn't mean anything. You can live happily together unmarried. Balls to the holes for me.
But don't you feel that times have changed? Because that's the common thing I hear. Oh, the times have changed.
Okay, but this is the scary part about times have changed.
Yeah.
Times has changed so much that he could be living with you and messaging 10 other chicks at the same time.
Yo, you summed it up because that's what I found, what's happening. So I'm noticing like practically a lot of people are shacking up. A lot of people are actually staying together. And
personally, can I just speak for myself?
yeah, okay, speak for you.
I personally have a standard in life that if I love something, I'm committed to it. I want to feel secure, okay? I'm never going to ever put myself in a situation that's going to make me drop my standards for nobody and nothing.
Right.
So my standard is, if you love me, you want to be with me, and you want to show me love, put a ring on it.
So I'm going to give you some stats, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, while we're talking about that, you tell me,
You
what
have
do
an
you
order.
think?
They have an order.
Oh, lovely. But then let's run
Yeah,
with it.
let's just run
Let's
with it.
This is life.
Yeah.
So we're going to have some background noises, but this is it. We're running a business, and we got to do what we got to do,
Gotta
baby.
do. Exactly. Yeah, and we strap for time before load shedding kicks
No,
in.
and I genuinely, while I pull up this data, is it got to do with your rules from upbringing, or is it okay? Wait. No, cut that. Nevaeh Kitana.
No.
Tell me about your
No.
kids while I pull up the stats. Will you allow-
I'm never gonna allow my kids to live with anybody because they must learn to live on their own. Number one, if they want to live alone out of the house,
Right.
they must learn to live alone, clothe themselves, feed themselves alone without having to take a responsibility of somebody else's child.
Right. While I'm pulling up this data, you can.
But
speak
if
directly to
my
people.
kids are in a position where they want to do that, they're never going to have my blessing. Number one, it's not my value system. Number two, from my relationship with God, no, it's a big no. And I would think that my girls must become strong and independent before trying to make something work. These days, a lot of people try and they want to see what marriage feels like, but they don't want to actually
So I don't believe
be
that.
married.
Yeah, testing the waters, living in a relationship, living in the same home.
Yeah.
It is generally a benefit. It's a marriage benefit.
Yeah.
And also it feels like,
Without the ring.
because it feels like for me, and this is my opinion, that you can jump out when you want to. It's like a safety net. And I feel that, yes, then why should you put that person through that issue or that position of feeling safe or unwilling?
Yeah.
That means both people are to blame. It can't only be the guy.
Okay, now here's the question I have for you.
Right.
If we're living together, do we still report to each other like we're married? Or do you still live your life and I live my life because we're girlfriend, boyfriend? I can go out whenever I want. How does it work?
Tough one.
I'd like to know how does it work.
You made the bed, right? You got to lie in it. So because it's a stay-in relationship and it's this makeshift marriage, then you know what it is. It speaks for itself. It's makeshift. You got your own bank account. You got your own
Also,
car
we're not
payments.
sharing money here.
No, because that's what they do. It's very few couples that get together. Very few of them actually have that level of understanding, and they have like a small time agreement to say, mine is yours, yours is mine, and then when we stay together, we're joining. You know,
You pay for a little bit of this, I pay for a little bit
But
of that.
if the law was that easy, then
Okay, I need to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why'd you give me your bank account while we were dating?
Me.
Yeah, you gave me all your details. I just want to know why.
It was my way of showing my appreciation or my strength, my love. I mean, doing things for my woman.
Yeah.
Straight up. At the end of the day, it's the reason why you brought your Mini Cooper and I pumped the hell out of it.
Okay.
Because it's my status. It's the way I do for you. It's my
Correct.
love language.
Yes.
So it's the same thing. I took your Ford Fiesta and I pumped it. Not even in.
Yeah,
while
we were dating.
and I put on a set of rims.
True
I cut the
story, eh?
screens.
We were like together for 6 months and you pumped my little Fiesta.
So it's the man. It's the man. It's just personal character. Check this stat,
How
right?
do you-
While marriages in SA decreased, divorces increased by 13.1% since 2020. Divorces
Okay.
increased by 13.1%.
So 13.1% divorces increased.
18,208 divorces were granted in 2021 in South
gosh.
Africa. So the
why
divorce
do you-
rate is increased.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you. So here's back to my other question. Do you think that because the divorce rate has increased and people are making marriage seem scary, is
Can I
that
just-
why we're doing the makeshift?
No. I'm going to use Uncle Google. So let's use Uncle Google as a help. As I went down here, what is the number one cause of breakups or divorce causes? You know what's it?
Social media.
No, read that first sentence.
Lack of commitment.
Lack of commitment is the
Sure.
most common reason for a breakup or a divorce, or
Yeah, and I
75% of
agree with that.
individuals and couples have committed to. This is from a survey conducted now revealing divorce statistics 2023 Forbes. Lack of commitment. So you telling me
Yeah.
shacking up is what that's not
It's not. So listen, I think what people misunderstand, marriage is not the happily ever after.
Yeah, true.
The happily ever after means when you can meet each other
After.
halfway. After. The after in me came out. So when you can meet each other halfway in communication, in love, in sex, in money. That's just what it is.
Well, I think we summed it up. That's our opinions. We love to hear your
We'd love to
comments.
hear your comments.
What you guys have to say.
But as a dad, how do you feel as we're closing out here? How do you feel about what would you say to your girls if they had to ask you to shack up with somebody?
I'll say that, man, you want to test drive my daughter? You think she's a car? I'll knock his teeth out. And you know, that's the problem, is that there's no lot of, it's in absent homes without fathers. Homes without fathers, it's that way the children tend to have a bit more, it's difficult because being a father, when you're a father, you got the best for your child.
Yeah.
So I
think you've set the standard high when
I'll
it
be
comes to
damned.
your kids also as a father. You got to set, like, you showing your kids more than just a GTI for
If
them
the
to
guy-
get excited
If
over.
the guy comes to my house and takes my daughter's hand and then wants to live with her without marrying her, what disrespect is that to
That
me?
is that. I think that's a
and to my
disrespect as
daughter.
a parent. I think so.
No, but the men need to rise up and shine up, man. You want the benefit. You want this woman.
And
Anyway,
I'm
this-
sure that
you're getting me angry now
I'm
because
sure
you-
the AMA 2000s are
No,
gonna
they're gonna come at us.
totally disagree with us, but it's okay. Listen, we are talking from having a 13-year strong marriage, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Trust me, I wouldn't
And having
want
2 daughters.
exactly.
And I'm a father.
Yeah.
And I love my girls. So no,
Exactly.
don't make me angry.
Okay.
Don't make me angry. I don't want to fight.
All right. Today I realized that there are only 3 more months left for December.
I'm excited about that.
I think for the first time in my life, I'm really excited about December, guys. I don't know why. I just have such high hopes for this December.
Because we stopped this thing of quarters and halves. Everybody runs their fiscal year by, we're done with the first quarter, we're done with the first half. My whole life is running on those quarters. Every day is a first half. My last quarter is my first half, my first quarter. I mean, when I'm checking October, November, December, it's like I just started in January.
But is it just me, or do you feel like this year just moved, like really moved?
That statement is too cliched for me,
Like it
unfortunately.
really
To
went
answer you,
so fast.
No, it went slow. I can still remember Jan, Feb, March. I can remember.
No, I cannot. I'm sorry, but I just feel like this
That's why
year,
we got these 2 mics. That's why we got these 2 mics here, because
I feel like this year has flown by. I've achieved a lot, But I feel like time's moving really fast. I don't know why.
I think it's slow, man.
Do you think that it's a mindset thing?
I think the more you wake, it's a problem. I wake up early and I sleep late. I get maximum hours in my day. I sleep maybe 6 hours. We sleep 4 to 5 hours, like every other person out there. We're not special, but just for me, I'm getting maximum hours. I'm operating 3 in the morning when we're up, the brains is functioning early in the morning. So is it not that I'm getting maximum output? It's the same thing the way you feel about a Sunday. You think it flies.
I just feel like a Sunday goes the fastest.
No, it's long for me, man.
Mondays are the longest.
5.5 hours in there.
Mondays and Fridays are my 2 longest days.
Well, Mish, that was good for entertainment.
Yeah.
Now let's take something serious.
Okay.
Let's help some people out there. So do you have a question for me, or can I shoot it another
I think you should shoot. You on a roll today, baby.
No.
Go.
So I want to talk about, how do you feel nearing a milestone in your life, competing with generations of age?
Sure.
It's knowing that there's many women that are reaching certain ages. Now you get 20, you get 30, you get 40, you get 50. And I've noticed that it does, I don't know, it does affect the mind, knowing that you're approaching your next milestone, your next age, your next sector. And then how do you keep up knowing that you're a woman? Because men, let me just where is this coming from? It's like men tend to just leave it, they let loose.
Yeah.
They don't want to keep themselves steady and consistent. And if a woman feels that a man is going to actually jump ship and he's going to run to the next best, youngest thing, because we are visual creatures.
Correct. So
I've
got so many answers to this one question, and I'm going to break it up in 3 different sectors.
Okay, let's go.
Number 1, I think where I am in my life, I'm really appreciating the age.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited to be getting to my 40s because number 1, the struggle, mentally, the immaturity is gone.
Yes.
And that I appreciate, is that I look at life a lot better in a different light. And maybe it's because of life challenges and life goals that changes your mind. You become mature. You release bitterness, because when you're younger, you hold on to bitterness because the ego holds you to hold on to that. And as you get older, your goals start getting higher, but not monetary wise, life wise. You want your toes in sand. You want to breathe fresh air. You want the silence. When you're younger, you want the party, the club, the music, the this, the that.
Let's help you here. That's a good, I like that. What about the physical?
Right. So a lot happens in your mind as you get older. But I think me as a person, I've started really loving my body because I was never a fuller shaped woman.
Yeah, so I know you as a skinny girl.
Skinny girl. I was always a skinny
girl. But you were a hot skinny, eh? You were hot skinny, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, so being 18, wearing a size 28 pants, I didn't feel good. I didn't feel great. I didn't have the fullness. I didn't feel like a woman.
Right.
After being a mother, after having stretch marks, I feel like a woman. I fit on my clothes with joy. And yes, I'm aging, but I'm aging with grace, and I love it. I love everything about me, and I wouldn't change it. Maybe 1 or 2 things here and there, aesthetics, this, that, but not overboard to like change my entire self, you know. You do get the complex, especially when you're in the social media era and business, and you are in this industry and you're seeing the younger ones like soaring. I'm allowing myself to believe that there's a different season in my life. So what can
you tell somebody who's in their mid-30s, who's, the bordering on 30, 33, 34, what one piece
life
of...
Life is just beginning, baby. And you've got to embrace where you are.
And then what can you tell to somebody who's 20, 19, 20, 21, 22, round about there, that's going, what can you tell them?
Enjoy every moment of it, because you only get to be that age once in your life.
Wild.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. Party, live your life, meet new people, experience things, eat different foods, travel, go to new places, set goals for yourself.
I think where I'm going with this is that
business.
No, not business.
Oh.
I'm looking for things that maybe you could have done better, like boundaries,
Okay.
limitations, like that young
If
people,
you
like a
want
24-year-old needs to
another order.
probably
Go.
hear. I mean, something that you could have told yourself. That
My younger self.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course.
I know
Okay.
you know where I'm going with.
I
live,
get
love,
what
live.
you're saying.
Okay.
So, if I could tell any of my 20 people going into any industry, business, work, or whatever, be focused and setting your goals and working towards those goals, and not a 5-year plan. The 5-year plan is nonsense.
Right.
Okay? Work towards tangible stuff, relatable stuff, stuff that's real. You know, this 5-year goal, it's all a lie to make you put your dreams on hold. If you want to do something, so just say you have this car in mind, please work on that now. Think of how you can start doing it now. And
point.
if you're older, don't regret what you didn't do in the past, because there's still time to do it now.
Exactly.
And I don't like the 5-year, 10-year rule, because COVID has taught us that nobody has that time.
Yeah.
Nobody has that time. So that was my advice to, and I hope that if there is anything else the younger people would like, business wise, focus wise, goal wise, that they drop it in the comments below, and we can get in, like we can dig deeper into it.
Thanks for that.
Okay.
Many people want to know, what do I do for a living?
Yeah.
What's my job? What does BigBite Performance do?
Yes.
And so BigBite Performance, guys, is a company that delivers in detailing, project building, custom car builds, show
Panel
cars,
beating.
panel beating,
We restore rims. We do custom cars.
interiors.
We can take your project that you don't have the time for, and we can make it a reality.
So even your vehicles that have PPF requirements or paint protection or
Screen
ceramic coating,
protector.
screen protector, that's what we do. And we easy. I'm a WhatsApp away. I have a website, I have an online store. You guys
Check all
can
our
click on
details out. Mr. and
visit-
Mrs BigBite, BigBite Performance, bringing you the best, bringing you the most. And listen, we can work towards your budget.
So I launched a new thing for the company, and this is important. It's called evaluation certificate or a valuation certificate.
Yes.
I will do your valuation for your authentic classic car. I will come out there and I'll give you a certificate stating from end to end. So if you want to book me for a consultation, or before you purchase a vehicle, that's very valuable. Hop along, log onto my website, or catch me on my numbers. That'll be here on the website. Yeah, that's cool. That's BigBite Performance for you. If you want to slot your advert in
Into
that
that,
spot, do
holler at
contact
us.
So you holler at us and we'll give you 18 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever you need.
Okay, so you have been on a health journey. And I want to dig a bit deep into that, because you are very motivated and you're very consistent. And those are two things that are so difficult to achieve today, especially when you're on a weight loss or a health journey. Please share your views that can help other people, and share your expertise, because it's not first time that you're on this journey. You do it all the time. You know your body so well, because you look great, you're feeling great, you're actually glowing. So share your tips with us as Mr. BigBite on your health journey.
I think the first thing for me was acknowledgement. Can you acknowledge that you need to live healthy? Can you acknowledge that you are not in the best position? So denial, overcoming that state of mind. And that was the first thing that I did, is that I overcame that state of mind. I made sure that I acknowledged it. So it's saying, hey, you are a bit overweight. Hey,
Yeah.
you're not the fittest. Or are you going to live till 90 at this rate? You know what I'm saying? So acknowledgement was my first thing. The second thing, it's support. I think that everybody needs support, and nowadays not everybody is fortunate to have a Mrs. BigBite. So I would suggest getting the apps on your phone, or getting a personal trainer, or getting support, because you need somebody. You need somebody that can push you, because your human body, that's why companies have bosses. That's why management is in place. Supervisors are important and needed. Team leaders are needed. You will never succeed without a mentor or a leader. So
Someone pushing you.
correct. So that was the second thing, was who's going to push me? And that was you. So I had you because I was fortunate, somebody who's been in it and motivated. So you need to appoint somebody in your life
Okay.
to say, hey, did you go to gym today? Hey,
What happens if you don't have this person now?
right, therefore I said apps.
Okay.
There's all these apps. There's I'm not going to promote these apps.
But there's apps.
There's apps out there that can whistle at you, notify and say, did you have your water? Did you go to gym? And then secondly, talk to somebody. Talk to somebody about your health situation. Talk to your mother, your father, your brother, your sibling. Talk to your friends and say, I'm deciding to go on a journey. This is what, and that person who you talk to, if they share that with you, that sentiment, they will actually encourage you.
Yeah.
And they will love you for that. So that's what I started doing. And so those are like the very powerful. I'll tell you why. Coming out of an addictive personality, being an ex-addict on things, you know, if you watch my full disclosure, I didn't do it alone.
You always have people with you?
You got to understand that. It's a deep cycle of way life is ran, is that people don't realize that they need help.
Okay.
And they're scared to ask for it. So yeah, the CMOS for me was a help, because sometimes when you take it, it forces you to say, hey, I took this thing, now I
And I
gotta
have
be.
to drink
So like
water.
when you take a pre-workout, if you're lazy to go to gym, take the pre-workout. What you gonna do? You're forced to go to gym, because now you can't sit and slack. That thing's gonna run through your body,
Correct.
keep you up till night. So it's those two things. And then lastly, it's progress. Is when you start seeing progress.
Results.
Results. And if you're, now this is a tough one, because if you're not a results-driven person, is for traag and you're a partner, and you're like that person that's just, you need to change that, because seeing results and being competitive is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to be good or being the best
Okay.
or having it. If you don't have a competitive mindset, you will not gamify yourself. You won't chase. So like already I'm checking my app, what time can I hit a spin class so that I can double up? What time can I have this? What time I'm fitting this into my life schedule. And another thing is, make it your lifestyle. So I'm on this journey. I've been down this road since 18 years old.
Correct.
You know, I've been up and down, big and small, big and small, big and small, and then extremely lean, and then extremely this. And life gets the better of you. But hey, talk about it, unpack your life, and deal with your issues and change this.
Correct. So it's all about mindset. It's all about staying focused.
Yeah.
And it's all about the results.
So that's it for today, guys.
I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you have any other comments, if you need any other juicy bits from Mr and Mrs BigBite,
Yeah, so,
drop us comments below.
hey, Misha, the big question is, how many boyfriends did you have? I would like to know. You're laughing at me. I want to know. Tell me.